Hi, this is Elliot Eisenberg of Graphs and Laughs, catching you up to date on the latest residential sales data for Hillsborough and Pasco County. And what can I say? It's inventory, inventory, inventory. No matter how you look at it, months to contract, months of inventory, supply, months of supply, whatever measure you want to look at, there's just nothing out there. They're at, all these measures are either at or nearly at all-time record lows. Months of inventory in Hillsborough County, 0.8 for single, 0.6 for multi. In Pasco County, it's 0.7 and 0.7. There's simply nothing out there. Sales continue to do well. This is also important to note here because we're seeing some decay elsewhere, but we're really not. Sales are very strong. Sales activity is terrific. Now in Hillsborough, in Pasco County, on the multifam side, they're a little bit down, but I think that's very much a one-off thing because the amount of sales activity in Pasco on the multifam side isn't that much. So a few sales more, a few sales less can really matter. So I don't see this as a problem, and I'll tell you why. It's because price appreciation is strong in both counties for both single and multi. On the single fam side in Hillsborough, price is about 25%, and in Pasco up about 21, 22%. These are both well above the national average. On the multifam side, they're up about 18% in Hillsborough, almost 16% in Pasco. These are average or still slightly above the national average at year-over-year price appreciation. So if you see this mild decline in multifam sales, but combined with very strong sales price appreciation, it's just a one-off weird thing on the sales numbers, volume. But the demand is absolutely insatiable. There's no question. If you look at sales price to original listing price, it's 100% in both counties for both types of properties. Very strong. Pending sales are down a little bit going forward, and that's where I'm drawing a little bit of attention. But we see this continued strength in prices, and that makes me think what's going on is there's tremendous demand. There's just precious little inventory to purchase. It takes longer to buy a house as a result. But the demand is unrelenting. If we now change our focus and look at the national economy, it's good news. 21 Q2 GDP that ended about a month ago or so, 9% GDP growth. For 21 as a whole, it'll be about 7%. This is the best growth we've had since 1984. The Fed has done a masterful job of explaining to the markets and to us that inflation that we're experiencing is transitory and that it will come and that it will go, and that it's not economy-wide. If you look at the drivers of inflation right now, believe it or not, the vast majority of it's resulting from new car prices going up, used car prices that are skyrocketing by 10% a month, 60, 50, 60% year over year, and rental cars like for Avis and Hertz and all Enterprise and so on, they're also going up. And if you add into that airplane tickets and hotel room prices, that's the vast majority of the inflation we're experiencing. It's not economy-wide. That's why the Fed's pretty confident, and I'm pretty confident, that this is just a transitory phenomenon. If you add to that GDP will be slowing the rest of this year and next year, and that there's a Delta variant, and that there are bottlenecks out there slowing growth, GDP is not going to be bouncing around forever at these super high levels that we've experienced in Q1, Q2, and right now in Q3. It's going to slow. As a result, interest rates really aren't going to go anywhere. I see them maybe rising 1/4 of a point between now and the end of the year, but interest rates will remain low, inflation's going to come down, growth is going to be good, and the most important thing that you can do for your business is find new listings. That's it for now. See you next month.